My journey today brought me to Hampton. I'm over here in Buckrow Beach, and I learned a lot today. I learned that Buckrow Beach was actually a segregated beach where only whites were allowed to go. If you were black, you had to go to Bayshore, which was divided by a fence line. And if you can look over there, you can kind of see like a bit of breakage and debris. I would assume that that's probably the fence line. Long story less long is black people have had to endure so much for them to get to where they're at. And sometimes I like to come out here and I just enjoy watching. I enjoy watching and looking and seeing like the opportunities that are granted to me and seeing that I still have opportunities in room. So why not take full advantage of it? Recently, I've experienced some racism. I experienced racism on a regular, but it was nothing compared to what my ancestors had to endure. To be denied access to a free beach, which God provided, and we're praying for the same God, and knowing that you have to limit yourself to a section of what God created, and still continue to pray to that God and ask Him, hey, how do I get access? How do I get treated fairly? Please forgive me. Like the mental strength that my ancestors had through that time is just amazing. And it reminds me, like, because I had issues where I wanted to address things or I wanted to say certain things, but I'm like, why? Why would I come and say anything to anybody about anything that isn't even a fraction of what my ancestors had to go through? Jim Crow put in laws to make sure that we didn't have or share the same grains or morsels of sand. We couldn't touch the same body of water, or we couldn't share it, even though we shared the same molecules. So saying to me, and I'm sitting here complaining about not getting access to things, not being allowed to do things, and this just puts everything in perspective for me, letting me know that hey, whatever it is that I'm doing, whatever it is that I'm going through, you still got to do more. Because even them, as black people who couldn't swim, came here to this beach to enjoy freedom and still were denied half, more than half. If I'm looking at this correctly, it's probably about a quarter of the beach surface that's left. But we couldn't touch all of this. It's crazy.